Okay, so in the last episode, we managed to win our first trophy, which was the FA Cup. And this is what our team currently looks like. And we are going to sell Watkins, Cash, and replace Malin at the left wing spot. And so for our first transfer targets, we have Koundé for the right back, as well as Llorente and Reed, as well as Adeyemi here for the left midfielder spot, and then Kenan Yildiz from Juventus. And for our strikers, we got Jonathan David, Moise Kean, Bayer from Dortmund, as well as Openda and Vlahovic. And for our first signing, we are going to sign Yildiz from Juventus, and we're going to offer about 70 million plus McGinn, and they're going to want 74, so we are going to accept that. And now our first signing of the season here is going to be Yildiz, who should be our star player here for the team. And we are going to sign Moise Kean from Fiorentina, and we are going to offer Watkins as well as, let's go about 26 million here and see if they accept this. And they're going to want 28 million, so we are just going to accept that as it's just 2 more million. And our second signing of the season is Moise Kean, who should be a decent striker for us. And then for our final signing of the window, we are going to sign Llorente as our new right back here for around 44 million, or actually 45 million, but they're going to want 47. So we are going to accept that. And now Llorente is going to be our new starting right back here. Hopefully he can do good. And this is what our team now looks like. We got a decent striker up top, as well as a good midfield. And then our attack is looking a lot better now. And our first game of the season is versus Arsenal. But Mario did get an injury in training, so he's going to miss this game versus Arsenal. So we got Pau Torres starting here. And so Arsenal kick off the game here. And Moise Kean just knocks him to the ground. And now Martinez has the ball here. He passes it to Odegaard here. And they're just probably going to be playing this around the back until they can get an opening. But Moise Kean with a great steal there. We're going to pass this forward to Rogers. And we're going to see if we can cross this in for a goal here, or just pass it back. So we get this to Onana. Over to Camara. As we get this to Yildiz. We're going to take a shot there. But that's going to be an easy save for Raya, as they do intercept that pass there. And now Martinez has it here. Gets to Saka. And we just need to win the ball. And that was a good tackle, but it ends up being a foul, as that's another good tackle there. As Yildiz gets this to, I just couldn't get it to as it got intercepted, and it didn't change our character there for us. But now Moise Kean has it. We're going to try and get the ball to Sunset, but gets intercepted there. As we are going to try and get this forward to Kean, but we just get tackled off the ball there. As DiMarco has it, gets this to Gyökeres, but Sunset with a great tackle there. As we get this over to Llorente. So we get this over to Rogers here. He's just going to pass this back here. And we just need to find an opening here as we get this to Kean. Through to Rogers here. And this could be a promising attack here as we get this back to Kean. We're going to try and get this over to Rogers here again. Let's see if we can get a goal here. We're just going to dribble past him and take a shot. But that's going to go just wide of the goal there as Rogers has the ball here. We're going to cut it back here. Get this back to Kean. Get this over to Camara. And we just need to find a good pass here, but we're going to get this back over to Rogers here. We're just going to cut it back here and cross it. And that's a good cross there, as Kean does manage to score the first goal of the game here with a great header. And that was a good cross by Rogers there as well. Floated it into the box there, as Saka has the ball. And Torres with a great interception there as we get this over to Sunset, back to Rogers, and through to Moise Kean here. And does he have the pace to get past the defender? But he didn't. As we're going to get this back over to, try to get it back over to Llorente, but that's going to be tackled. As we get this through to Kean. And that's a great goal there by Kean. And great tackle by Llorente to win the ball back. as we put ourselves 2-0 up in the 80th minute here. And that is going to be the end of the game here, with us winning 2-0. And Keane did really well here, getting 2 goals in 2 attempts. And Mario is still injured, got another injury now, and can't play for 10 days. Meaning he is going to miss our game versus AC Milan here. And Camara also has a red card. So we are going to sub off him for Torres. And we're going to put in either Barrenechea, or what was that other, Borgarde. But we're going to do Barrenechea as he has higher rating there. And now Milan start off with the ball here, and Leao gets past the defenders. Now Loftus-Cheek has it, but Rodgers with a great tackle there. We're going to get this over to Onana. Back to Barrenechea. Tried to get that to Keane, but that's going to be intercepted there. As Yildiz is running through the wing here. Gets this to Sunset. Back to Keane here. Takes a shot, but that's going to go just wide of the goal there. As his foot gets caught on the defender. That's a great tackle by Yildiz. As we get this through to Keane. Takes a shot. And that's a great goal by Moise Keane here as he scores the first goal of the game. To make it 1-0 here in the 20th minute. Now they have the ball here. Pulisic gets past the defender. Now Torres with a great tackle there. So we get this back to Yildiz. We're going to try and get this through to Moise Keane here. Now we just need to find Sunset here, who's making a run there, but we're just going to pass this through to Maatsen. And now we're going to try and get this back to Yildiz, over to Keane here. And that was a bad touch by Keane there as he pushes it out too far in front. As Morata has the ball here now, gets this to Pulisic, and Maatsen just couldn't make the tackle there. As we do cause a foul there. And now Pulisic crosses in, but Konza with a great header out. As we get this through to Moise Keane. And we're going to try and find Yildiz, but we end up losing the ball there. And now Rabiot has it. Gets this to Nkunku, who gets that to Morata there. But now Konza with a good tackle, but it was offside there. As Sunset's going to try and find Yildiz here. Gets that through, but Yildiz does not have the strength to keep the ball there. As Nkunku crosses over to Leao. Passes this back there, and that's a great tackle by Rodgers there. As Moise Keane has a chance here to make it 2-0. Takes a shot, but that's going to go just wide of the goal there. And now Tomori gets this over to Maignan. And now we just need to intercept this. And Pau Torres just misses the header there. But we get this through to Yildiz. Takes a shot. And that's a great shot by Yildiz, but a great save by Maignan there. As we get this back to Yildiz here. Gets this through to Keane. Through to Sunset here. We're going to try and find Keane. Through on goal. Takes a shot. But that's going to go just wide of the goal there as it strikes the post that's holding it. And now Sunset has the ball here. Gets this back to Barrenechea. Over to Yildiz. Takes a shot. But that's going to be saved by Maignan there. So now it is the last minute of the game here. And it's going to pass through to their midfield. And this game is going to end here with us getting a 1-0 win with Keane scoring a good goal here in the 20th minute. Now our next game here is against Inter Milan. And now Rodgers is injured. So we are going to put on, where is he, Malin? If I can find him. And there's Malin there. We're going to use him as our new right midfielder while Rodgers is out. Now we just need to play this safe here, get this over to Onana, through to Keane here. We're just going to try and cross that in, but that is going to go out for a corner as we cross this in for Murillo. But that's going to be a good save by Jan Sommer as he passes through to Bastoni here. We just need to win the ball here and just stay on the attack. As Çalhanoğlu has it. And we just can't make the tackle there. As Carlos Augusto has it, but Sunset with a good tackle there managed to win it. So we get this through to Sunset here. We're going to try and get this through to Keane. We're going to take a shot here. And that's a great goal by Moise Keane as he volleys that into the top corner there. And he has 4 goals now in 3 games. But now they start off the ball again here. And Keane managed to tackle him off it, but it goes back to his teammate as Çalhanoğlu has it. Gets this over to Fratesi. And just couldn't make the tackle with Sunset there, as he just managed to cut inside past Malin there. So they get this over to their striker. We just need to win the ball there, but Martinez with a great tackle there, or save. And now Malin has the ball here. Gets this over to Onana, over to Camara. So we can get this over to Yildiz here. And we just need to find a good pass here. Just crosses into Sunset. And that's a great cross by Yildiz. And an even better header by Sunset, who managed to head that into the small gap on the near post there. As we get this through to Moise Kean here. We're going to try and get this through to Yildiz, who gets that through to Sunset. And Sunset scores to make it 3-0 here in the 34th minute as he gets his brace. Now they're on the attack here, and Camara misses the header. But now Llorente gets this to Onana, and that is going to be a free kick here. Çalhanoğlu takes it, but that's going to be an easy save by Martinez. As we get this to Yildiz, and we just need to run up here down the wing and cross it in again. We're going to try and get this over to Kean. Now Kean, we're going to take a shot here. Takes a shot, and that's going to go just wide of the goal there. As Sunset gets this over to Kean, and we're going to make Malin do a run. And he just can't get the ball there, as he does come out with the ball though. Thought he was going to lose it there from physical battle. And now Onana heads that to Maatsen, who gets this to Sunset. And that is going to be the end of the game here, as we do manage to win 3-0 here, with Sunset getting a brace and Kean getting 1 goal. Meaning that we are currently first place in the league with 22 points. We lost the Community Shield 2-0 to Liverpool, and we are going to be versing West Brom in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. And in the Champions League, we are currently sitting in first place in the league phase. And our next game here is against Liverpool. With Rodgers being injured, we are going to have to put in Malin again here. And we just have not had a game where we have all our starting players here. As Sunset just couldn't make the interception there. Now Malin here trying to get the ball. And that's a great tackle by Malin there. As we're going to run this down the wing here. Try and get this over to Kean here. We're going to turn it back over to Sunset here. Takes a shot. And that's a great goal by Sunset here, as he scores in the 5th minute to make it 1-0 versus Liverpool. And that's a great turn by him. As Wirtz has the ball here. Gets this over to Salah. Crosses into Gakpo. But Konza with a good header there, as he passed that straight into McAllister. And now Bradley has the ball here. Great tackle by Yildiz, as Kean is through on goal here. We're going to take the shot, but it's going to be an easy save by Mamardashvili. And now Wirtz has the ball again here. Gets it over to Gravenberch. Over to Salah here. And Camara just can't make the tackle there, as Bradley has the ball here. Gets this through to Salah here. That's a great tackle by Maatsen though, as we get this over to Sunset. Over to Malin there. So we're going to try and get this through to Moise Kean. And he does have the speed to get it. So he gets back over to Yildiz. Over to Camara. Back to Kean, but that's going to be intercepted there, as Llorente is running on the wing here. And we're going to cross into Sunset. And just can't make the header there to Kean, as McAllister has the ball here. Gets over to Salah. And Salah is going to get past Maatsen there. And we just need to make a good tackle there, as it gets over to Wirtz though. Sunset can't make the tackle there. And Gravenberch turns away. Gets us back to Wirtz here. And Llorente with a great interception there. I just need to win the ball here. Bradley sent it with a good tackle there to get this over to Yildiz. And we're just going to take a shot here. But that's going to be head off Van Dijk, as Salah has the ball here. And we just make a bad tackle there. But now Malin has the ball here. Holds off Kerkez, as we get this through to Moise Kean here. And we need to find a way to get this either to Yildiz or Sunset there. But we're going to get this over to Malin. Tried to get that over to Llorente, but he gets tackled off the ball there, as Llorente just crosses that out. And we do end up winning this game 1-0 with Sunset getting a early goal here. And our last game of the episode is against Manchester City here. As this team we're going to use, we finally have all our starters. As Sunset gets over to Keane, we're going to try and cross it up to Rogers, but that's going to be intercepted. As they get this back to Ruben Diaz. We just need to try and keep possession here. And Savinho gets it back to Sunset here. Gets it through to Keane. And makes a good turn there, but passes it straight into Silva. As we're going to get this back over to Keane. Try and get this through to Sunset here. Takes a shot, but that's going to be saved by Donnarumma. And we should have slid that over to Yildiz. As now Rafinha has the ball here. And Llorente tries to catch up. Makes a great tackle there. And now we get this over to Sunset. Through to Keane here. And we need Yildiz to make a run. And we get this through to Yildiz. Holds off the defender there. So we're going to get this back over to Rogers. Tried to make the header, but goes just over him. As Keane has the ball here, gets this through to Rogers again. And we need to get this through to Sunset here. Takes a shot, but that's going to be saved by Donnarumma there at the near post. And now Yildiz has the ball here. And we just need to play this safer, get a pass instead. And Keane with the header though. And that's a great save by Donnarumma there. As we're going to get this through to Yildiz again here. And can we get a goal here finally? Yildiz with the shot, but that's going to be saved by Donnarumma there. And that's some good dribbling by Yildiz. As Rafinha has the ball here. We just knock Rafinha off the ball there as Martinez saves it. And now Yildiz is throwing goal here. And we're just going to run this back here instead. Gets it over to Llorente. Takes a shot. And that's a great goal by Llorente here in the 83rd minute to put us 1-0 up for hopefully securing the win here. So he gets his 4th goal of the Premier League season. And now they're on the last attack of the game here to try and get a draw. As Silva has the ball here. Gets us to Munoz. And this game is going to end here with us winning 1-0 here with a great goal by Llorente from outside the box. And great dribbling by Yildiz. And so currently we're first place in the league, 8 points clear of Man City. And we're going to be versing QPR in the round 3 of the FA Cup. And then we're going to be versing Liverpool in the semifinals of the Carabao Cup. And we are currently 3rd place in the league phase of the Champions League. Copenhagen are in 1st place. And now Moise Kean is our highest goal scorer here with 20 goals and 2 assists. So he's doing really well for his first season in the Premier League. And now Sunset is doing amazing here with 16 goals and 7 assists as our attacking midfielder. And then Llorente surprisingly has 3rd most goals as our right back with 7 goals and 3 assists, followed by Morgan Rogers who has 7 goals and 5 assists. And then Yildiz here who's doing decent here with 5 goals and 10 assists. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, bye.